morning and welcome to build day 37, or what we want to call the mess. Yeah, we're out in the water room again. I've got a little work done. I went and redid the trip wire for zombie bait and made up a new one to go on the Angel over in the graveyard, which probably won't get put in today. In fact, I think while we're talking, I will take this over to the graveyard now, so it's out of the way. One less piece of yuck in here. About the only thing I've got left to do in the graveyard as far as basic setup. I've got that trip wire I've got to attach to zombie bait and get ran over into that area somewhere. I'm not sure. It's got to get connected to its control board. And speaking of the control board, I've got to get it wired up and get the water blasters for that guy and that guy hooked up to it, get it programmed, and I got to get the water blasters and weights for those two guys in. And I use two 25-pound weights, one on the feet and one on their asses to hold them down, because if I don't, they float. They're plastic covered with foam, so they float real good. So I got to tie them down, and I got to get the water blasters in. So we've got the feed line for zombie bait, the control board, and getting these guys wired up so they're working. Other than that, I've got to get hay into that little enclosure and hay into this one, or straw into this one. And then we're pretty much done in here. Then we'll be heading over to the clown area and getting the hammer and clown finished, which is basically just putting the liner in and getting the water blaster in there hooked up. The control board and switch for that already installed and programmed, so it's just mainly plugging into them. Oh, and I got to get the pump installed for the pond too, and get the power feed for that. That'll take a little bit. But all in all, we should make it over into the graveyard somewhere today. How far we get in there, I don't know. That's with doing the mausoleum, a couple-day project. So we've got got our work cut out for us. Breakfast of the day: peanut butter and jelly sandwich, and some Lay's sour cream and chive potato chips, and a Coke. More lunch than breakfast, but hell, you want breakfast? Toast the bread first and have a toasted peanut butter and jelly sandwich. So there's your breakfast of the day. I am going to put the camera down and we are going to get to work. Well, finally, both the water room and hammer and clown have their liners in it and they're ready to go. Just need the water with the dye in it, and I need to get the pumps plugged in, which won't be until after I get the water with the dye in it. The pipe there sticking up is attached to the pump. That's how I keep the barrel full. And then inside, you see that pipe work in there? That's the water blaster. That will get people wet this year. But the gate's attached. I am totally done in here. Now the green extension cord, I'm in the process of running over to the graveyard, because that's where we are going next. And I got my speaker here, which I'm taking over now. I've got a basket full of lights. I got my tool bucket. I've got some stakes. I got a little bit of this and a little bit of that. I've got to get over there before I can even start putting things in. Because right now I don't have really anything over there to put lights in with. So here, I'll take you over there and we'll see what we can see. And I can give you a look at the water room, which you really won't notice all that much different with it. Now we're done with the chains. Quit killing myself. There are several different hills and slopes in the haunt. One is in here, like this section here, we have some hostas planted right there. We went and buried them with dirt, to protect them. And it's created a little hill. And then you come down on this side. But we are in the water room. I don't know how well this is going to show up. Probably not at all. We got hay here and over there, and there's two fin spinners. There's one that goes there and one that goes here. I'm leaving those off currently. So Sue Ann can do whatever work she has to do. And we're in the graveyard. Yay! I got a disaster. I got stuff all over the place in here that I need to get cleaned up and sorted out. Now right now, I am just going to focus. Here, get that down there. Get the cord off my neck. I'm just going to focus on lighting. This display has two control boards in it. One control board runs this headstone and will run a pneumatic that shoots air up to fluff the ghosts up as people pass by. And that one there gets a control board and makes the sign slide open and shut. And that wiring on the fence, I have not tested it yet, is for that guy. I'm hoping I got it wired right. It had three wires in it, a gray, a white, and a green. And I'm assuming green is ground. I'm assuming. So the gray and the white, I hooked up to the speaker cord. I hope the jack, I didn't test the jack ahead of time, I'm hoping the jack fits that dang thing. And I can tie it into the board for that and have it be a triggered prop instead of running full time. So we got that to do. I've also got two light boxes I need to get in. I've got a light for Elder Watson I need to get in. And it's just fun. But we're going to try to work on the lighting tonight. And then when we're done with the lighting, we'll work on getting the control boards and stuff done. Just for this area, I've got the graveyard broken into 3 sections. I want to get this one done first. Then we'll hop over to the pet cemetery. And we'll get this one all lit up and going. And I got 2 more light boxes, my last 2 light boxes over here. And we'll get them all wired. And then the third thing, which is almost an all-day project, is getting lights and stuff in here. And this one takes a while. Almost a full day thing. It's a pain in the ass having to hang the lights. We'll get it lit up. Nice thing is after we get this lit up, all the graveyard lit up, we get into the tube hallway and the exit, and both of them are already wired. I just need to do like I did with the courtyard and go through and check panels to make sure all the panels are lighting up, or I'm going to have to test connections again. And I already know on Sue Ann's tube hallway, I've got a couple lights to check. So, but for right now, it's time to get busy on the graveyard. Pie of the day. Peanut butter pie decorated with Reese's Pieces and whipped cream.